Hello and welcome to Out of Reach, an alpha early access game from a studio I have not heard of before, to be honest, but I'm just setting up something real quick here and then we'll get into the game. Give me one moment. Just a second there. Whoops.
Stolen from the Stuyvesant's private collection in Boston a couple of years back.
Shut up. Thank you. Alright, we're almost ready. Here we go. Let's see here. One second. All right, here we go. Now I think we're ready. So basically where I am is inside my base. And let's go outside for a second. Take a look around here. So I'm up on a mountaintop, and this is my base that I've been working on here for the past couple of days. I am on a server where resource gathering is 500% higher than normal, so it's quite a bit better. So there's my base from the outside there. I think it would be really hard to break in, but it would not be impossible, but you would have to do quite a bit of work here. So let's go inside. Actually, there's a trick to get into the door where you can't just run up on it and jump in. You have to do something else as well. So I got my flax plants here. If you guys don't know anything about this game, that's kind of why I'm doing the video. So let me introduce you to Out of Reach. This is a survival MMO. I'm on a PvP server, but there's not very many players right now in the early access alpha. So I haven't actually seen another player on this server. I've seen a few on a different one, but basically you collect resources to craft items and buildings and things like that. So if I look at my inventory by pressing I, here's my character. I've got a bone mask here, I've got a satchel, I've got some leather armor on my chest, I've got some leather shoes, I've got my little hatchet here. Secondary weapon is my pickaxe, stone pickaxe, stone hatchet. So I'm in the Stone Age right now. I've made a bit of bronze stuff, like I've made a bronze anvil, I've got some bronze sitting here, I've made a sword blade, I've made an axe blade, I've made a bronze hammer to work on the material, but I need more copper to continue my Bronze Age crafting. But as you can see, I've put a lot of work into this base so far. Like I said, it only took me a couple days really to get this far, and that's just playing off and on. So in the regular standard issue game, it would take much longer because the resources here, again, 500% normal. So instead of 1 you get 5, instead of 5 you get 10, or 2 you get 10, and instead of 3 you get 15. So I haven't hit anything higher than 15 yet, so I'm going to continue building my base up. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep expanding it outward with each level. As you can see, if I go down here, what I did, actually you won't be able to see it from here, might have to go outside. I built myself a bit of a maze with doors going everywhere. And again, through each door you got to do something besides just run through it. So Anyway, you can see outside you have these little structure braces, and I've put a walkway out further than the building itself, and I'm doing it on each level. So the next level I'm going to expand outward again, just like on the second level. So so my fourth level is going to be even wider. Let's go ahead and get some resources here. Actually, I should get my bow so I can show you guys animal hunting, which there's a little plains area really close by me. Go ahead and get my bow out. I forgot which one it's in. There we go. I have a regular bow here. I made myself a bone bow just because, hey, that seemed like it would be better. I need some wood so I can make some arrows. There we go. Now to open the crafting menu, just open your inventory here. You can also hit F3 to open the crafting menu, but I usually just open my inventory, which is this, and you can tab through everything. So there's my journal. I've already built a shelter. I'm not sure why that's still there. Here's the map. I've marked myself on here. Press the right mouse button on the map to place a landmark and add a description. So I marked my home base because on a different server I actually didn't know you could do that, and I wandered off exploring, and yeah, I lost my base. I couldn't find it again. So if you make one, you get two. So I'll make 20 arrows and I'll get 40. Basically, I'll do 20 actions and get 40 arrows, basically. So, and it takes 5 wood per action. But as you saw, I have plenty of wood to spare. Not too worried about that. They stack in 20s. So I'll put this on my secondary. Equip those. There we go. I'm going to keep my pickaxe in case I do run across some copper, but because with your regular stone hatchet, you cannot, or stone hammer, I guess that's what it's called, you can't collect minerals. You can only collect rocks and trees and wood from trees. So I need the pickaxe to collect the really good stuff, and that's really what I'm looking for today, is some more copper. And there's a mine somewhere. I do have a neighbor, but I've never seen him. See this stuff over there? It looked kind of abandoned when I ran over there to check it out. There's an easy way to jump down in there. So let's just get some wood here, guys. We got our stone hatchet. You start off with a rock. Making the stone hatchet is pretty simple. You just need some wood, some flax, and some stone. Flax is like the rope material in the game. We'll go out and see if we can find some of that. Like I said, I have some planted in my base for easier access, and I have a lot stored up. So, but if I run across some, I'll try to spot some. It's kind of like a plant with purple flowers on it. You just walk up, press E on it to gather it. There's some red berries. There's some corn. I've seen some of that running around. So we got some wood. Here's a stone. You just smack it with your hammer, get some stone. And there it goes. So down here is the plains area. And you see there's some animals out there. Right there, right there. To the left, there's a rhino right there, I see. The good stuff's going to be the rhino with the bow and arrow is nigh impossible to kill. So we're not gonna go over that guy. But we do want more than like a zebra or a gazelle, because they don't give very much resource. Oh, here's some flax right here. See it right there? Just press E, gather it. One of the more elusive materials in the game, as I've noticed. So And again, if you get onto a server, you try it out, and you start seeing that you're gathering 1 and 2 and 1 of any material as you're gathering it, well, that's, and you notice that I've had like 10, 5, 10, 15. That's only because I'm on a different server where it's 500% normal resource gathering rate. So everything multiplied by 5. Very nice. Makes it go a lot faster. Over here on the coast, or near the coast, there were a couple tigers earlier. And it's starting to get dark, so I'm getting a little bit nervous, but see, there's a structure down here. I have not checked it out yet. The door's not even on it, so I don't think there's anything in there. Let's check it out. Let's go in here and see what's going on. There's his bed. There's 2 beds in here. And yeah, you don't have permission to do this. So even if you break in somewhere, you have to get to the safeguard, which is probably inside these walls here, this 1 by 1. I would guess that's where it's at, and you cannot break through that unless you have a trebuchet. Boy, guys, it got dark really quick. And I tell you, man, the night is super dark, and you can't hunt at night. It's virtually impossible. So I see my base there off in the distance. I'm going to run back there, show you guys some more basic things, like making a torch, which making torches you have to hunt animals. You got to have animal fat and wood. So, but I've been hunting animals for a little bit. That's where I got my nice bone bow and my bone mask and my leather armor. You see the moonlight coming off over the ridge there. It's pretty nice looking. Yeah, it's really hard to see where you're going at night. Let's get some more wood on the way back. Just so our trip wasn't a complete waste. Now, once players start packing the servers on this thing, I'm not going to be wanting to do this near my own base. I'm going to be wanting to travel a little bit off in a certain direction and get trees and rocks and resources elsewhere, so I don't show people that there's an active person living nearby. So like if you see the tree stumps, basically, it's a pretty good indicator that somebody's been there very recently. So there's an active player nearby, so anybody looking to raid your base is going to know they're going to be like looking around that area. So I don't want anybody to know that anybody lives here. But we're going to go up here because I have a couple torches made up, and I'm going to make one for you. Actually, gotta get some animal fat. My dog's barking, sorry about that. Get some animal fat to make a torch for you so you can see what's going on there. Here's the animal fat. Let's drag it down here into the inventory, go down to the crafting menu, go down to tools and torch. We'll make 1 torch. And you see it takes 10 wood and 1 fat. And I can open my container back up by just clicking on this part. I can put those back in there. Here's some leather, here's some bones. Here's all the flax fiber I've gathered. Here's some wood, stone. Here's the torch. So we can equip it. And we now can see really well. But what I really like are these little pedestals here. Put it right there by pressing E when you have a torch equipped. It gives you some light on the inside. You don't have to carry it around with you. Leaves you open to use your bow if you need to, because a bow is a two-handed weapon. You can't carry a torch with it. Basically, and you can take it back just by pressing E on it again. And actually, I guess I'll stay down here for a second and show you a couple things that I've been working on here. Here's my anvil. Here's the furnace. To do the furnace took me a little bit to figure this out, because they've changed it a little bit. So you put 10 wood in, by pressing E on that if you have wood in your inventory. You press this handle down twice and it'll fire it up. I might as well just show you that now. And you do that. See it start to smoke. Next one is going to start to flame up. Alright, now you have this icon here. Open it up. And in the videos I was watching before I actually paid the $15 to get into the alpha, which I don't really like doing. I gotta be honest, guys. I'm really one of those people that's against paying to test somebody's game for them. But this game looked really fun, so I went ahead for it. In the videos, you had to drag stuff from your inventory. It opened up a new window for the furnace, so I couldn't figure out for the longest time. But basically, just go to crafting, and you go down here and you look for the stuff you can make. Like if you have copper and tin in your inventory, you can make bronze, and bronze will be lit up like the linen rope is. And you just pick however many you want to make it, and there you go. But that lights it up pretty good, so I'm going to take the torch. Again, this is probably not the best thing in the world, because if anybody was around, they would instantly know right now somebody is in this base. And that means there's some stuff in here probably. So I've got 2 more torch holders up here. Just place that there, get a little light. Now for base building, you basically only need wood for the foundation, the walls, the floor, the stairs. Everything's originally made out of wood. And to get into your crafting window, you press F5 and it goes to the first thing. The first thing on the list is builder's desk. That's what I was mentioning earlier, which was important to protect as best you can, because if somebody breaks into your base, unless they destroy that, they can't do anything else. I mean, they can trebuchet all your walls down, but if they don't destroy the builder's desk, they can't access your loot crates. They can't destroy anything else with their hammer. Like, they can get in with hatches through the door, but you can also reinforce the doors. So basically you have 1 through 8 on each panel. You press tab to cycle through everything, and that's basically how you start building everything. And that is that. You always want to make sure you have a builder's desk and a bed in your base in a pretty secure place. I've got 2 beds in here actually. I'm probably going to make 2 builder's desks, to be honest. I don't know if that will do anything, but that's my plan. The bed is the respawn point for you, so that's very important. Here's my second one up here, and my first one was on the bottom level, just so if I ran out and got killed, I could come back easily. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for checking it out. Sorry it got dark on you. We'll do another video when it lights up, and we'll do some animal hunting. Alright, thanks a lot. See you next time.